All right, y'all. Hey, it's CMG back with another video. But actually, this is my intro video. So, welcome to the channel where I talk about my faith journey, encourage you and motivate you to step into what God needs you to step into, and just encourage you on whatever point of life that you're in. And you know me, I'm a cosmetologist, so I'm gonna throw in a little beauty videos in there and some vlogs just because I love to make memories and I want to share the fruits of my labor with the world when God leads me to, so that he can be glorified overall. Because everything I do and everything he's given me is because of his goodness, and it definitely wasn't from my own strength because I would have been quit by now. Anyways, this is just my little introduction video to YouTube for the 5,000th time because I've made an intro video like 10 million times. But this is official. This is it. This is really like the divine timing. Even though this is an intro video, I got a topic, and I'm not gonna make this video longer than 10 minutes. So that way, if you want to know my intro, if you want to know the topic, you can get both in a matter of 10 to 15 minutes max. Okay, because I can yap now. I am my dad's daughter. If you know my dad, he can yap. And now that is me. Woo! The apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. Okay, let me not. This is not a rap session. This is not a rap session, but that's on the way too. Anyways, anyways, I have been wanting to do YouTube ever since I was a little girl. For real, for real. I always was watching YouTube. Still to this day, I got a TV in the house. I don't have no Netflix, barely get on my Fire Stick Prime video. I don't watch TV. All I watch is YouTube, okay? Hence the channel. This is my show, CMG TV. So, you know, um, I always wanted to do YouTube. And so, of course, when you do YouTube, you got to have some sort of topic, and I was led to do YouTube when I was 18 and went to the military. Um, I was not focused. I was not ready. I was not in the headspace to really tap into it. Um, as you can see, if you look at my old videos on here, I have a few videos that did, pretty good for the algorithm and stuff and helped a lot of people because my main goal was to help people in their military journey with any questions they had and just share my experience to help somebody else because I know that a lot of other people's videos helped me before I went to the military and stuff. And I just wanted to vlog my journey and just enjoy it. But, life was life, and I was young and immature and spiritually immature to where, God, it wasn't it. Like, I was even trying to do YouTube still by doing that stupid story time about, I don't even want to say it, but of course the videos is there. I'm not going to delete them just because they're memories, and it just shows my progress of growth from, when I was a babe in Christ, when I was in the world, when I was, just when I was younger. And if anyone feels led or motivated to see my change, then I'm gonna just keep them there because I'm not ashamed of my past or nothing like that. But it is a little embarrassing because I'm like, ew, that was me. Whatever. Whatever, who cares? Like, it might help somebody, so I'm gonna keep them. If y'all want to watch them videos, go ahead. But whatever, just adjust your ears. You know what I mean? Because I know my language in those videos was, some of them was just. Anyways, not saying I don't cuss anymore. I do. I am not perfect, but I know my mouth in some of them videos was a. Yeah. Anyways, so I just really feel in my spirit that this is the time for me to do this the right way, because the way that God needs me to do things, everything is for his glory. It's not to glorify myself. Um I feel like last year I tried to get back on YouTube after some things have happened in my life, and it just wasn't the time, because from those things that had happened, God has had to heal me from different things. God has had to, excuse me, prepare me and process me out of a lot of things that have happened over the course of years, to where I had to be ready for this divine moment right now to be able to speak the way that I'm speaking, because this is not me speaking, this is the Holy Spirit. And when I'm not in the right headspace, I can't flow like this. That's how it is in life. If you're not in the right headspace with the Most High, or you're not in the right headspace, um mentally, spiritually, and physically to do what God needs you to do, it's just not going to work. So I can say that this year I've tapped into a lot of different things that God had been telling me to do, that have been telling me is my purpose, but there was a lot of still a lot of stripping he had to do when it came to me and my ego and my pride and stuff. And I'm gonna just leave it short, but this might help somebody. Sometimes the things that we tap into and do is really our purpose, but if our heart posture is not towards glorifying God and is not given, the glory isn't given back to him, then it's not gonna work. Even if, and I'm gonna just hold myself accountable and share this, even if you're putting God in the midst of that thing, God knows the heart. He knows the thoughts that we have. He knows what's in our heart. Why are we really trying to do what we do? You know what I'm saying? So some things that I see myself this year do, you know, I know that I'm proud of myself for, and God is proud of me for tapping into it. Because it's one thing to tap into what God told you to do, but it's also another thing to change your heart posture. Because sometimes we can do what God has called us to do, and we can do it good too. But if our heart is not humble towards Him on that action or thing that He wants us to do, then you could end up getting so prideful that what you do is not about God anymore. It's about you. And so some things God had revealed to me, like, you got to fix this, you got to fix that, because your heart is, yes, it's towards me, but there's still some things you're trying to get the bag, you're trying to get, the views, you're trying to get this and that. And it's hard to really tap in and be like, I don't care about none of that. I want to just do it for God. But you have to stay connected with him through his word and through your relationship with him, because I could say that in those times that I was tapping into stuff, I wasn't even reading my word. I wasn't even spending time with God. So is the things I'm really doing for his glory if on my own time I'm not giving him the glory? Ooh. So now that I am doing what I have to do and my relationship with God is solid, solid as a rock, then now I can tap in and authentically be myself and, have confidence through Christ and the strength and the mental capacity to do all the things he needs me to do. So I'm just grateful. I'm so blessed. I'm so glad that God has given all of us grace and mercy, because without that, I would be dead as a rock, bro. Like, I don't know where I would be. I don't know what life would be like, but because of his grace and his everlasting love, like, no matter what we do, no matter how we are, he knows we're not perfect, and he's going to work with us through our flaws. And that's why I love God. So there's the divine timing for everything, not just me, but for you. So the two scriptures of the day, real quick: Ecclesiastes 3, verse 1. There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens. Isaiah 60:22. When the time is right, I, the Lord, will make it happen. You're not going to make it happen. It ain't going to be you. You can try to. Oh, trust me, you can put your hands in it. You can try to make things happen on your own. But if you don't trust God that he, the Lord, the Most High, will make it happen when the time is right, then, you're not going to get things the way that God needs it to be done. God has a plan for your life. God has a purpose. God has a reason why certain things can't work out the way that they need to work out, but you need to examine your heart. You need to examine, maybe ask God in your own time, why is this not working? Why is the jobs not working? Why is this not working? Why is this relationship not working? Why is my goals not coming to pass? We may be the problem. And when you ask God, he's going to tell you and show you what it is you need to fix within yourself, what it is that you need to do better on, what is holding you back, what are your strongholds. All these answers, all these questions that we have, God has the answers to. And when we trust God for his timing to be right with things and for him to be able to change us, that one song, change me, oh God, make me more like you. Tamala Man got that. I can't sing that high, okay? But she says, change me, oh God. Like, what? You want to be changed. If you don't want to be changed, you might have to really, 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 really check your heart, because there's some pride in there. You should never, ever, ever want to feel like I am the way I am and you got to deal with it, or feel like I can't change because of all my mistakes, or I don't know how to change, so I'm just not even going to fool with that. No, God is a way maker, but he's also a change maker. Okay, he can change you around to the point where you're unrecognizable. I'm talking about skin looking right, eyes looking bright, everything, bro. I've been rhyming a lot in this video. Let me go ahead and get in the studio. Okay, I'm done. 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 It's 10 minutes. We on 10 minutes and 43 seconds. All right. So welcome to my channel. I really hope and pray that y'all stick with me through this journey. If you feel like to subscribe, give me a subscribe. If you feel like to comment, give me a comment. You know, we don't do no hate, but if you're gonna hate, that's just gonna motivate. You know what I mean? So I'm really excited. I'm real excited for this. I'm being so for real, y'all. Like, this is the last intro video I'm making because I have a plan. I have a dream and I have a plan and I have a schedule for my videos. I know which days I'm going to post. So look forward to in 2026, literally on January 2026, the first day of January, I'm going to upload my first video and I'm going to continue from there. So y'all will stay posted up. I'll keep y'all posted up with what days I'm really going to be posting, but I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be consistent. And I mean that, because God is not even playing with me anyways. This is a wicked world. This is like, there's a lot of sad souls out here. There's a lot of lost souls out here, and I'm a reel them in. Okay, I'm going fishing. I got the pole. I'm going fishing. Throw it out there. Reel them in. But anyways, I hope that y'all are blessed, and you are blessed. Matter of fact, I don't hope you are. I know it. That's why you're here. If y'all have any topics, anything that y'all would like me to talk about, any questions that you have about your spiritual walk, knowing your purpose, even about cosmetology, hair, all that stuff, you can comment that. And any video ideas, I don't know, help me out. Anyways, I love y'all. Yeshua HaMashiach, which is Jesus Christ. He loves you too. And I'll see you on the next video. Ooh, bye.